past, people were happy. They had their books, dolls, table games, and later TVs and computers. However, it is natural in human beings to want more and more, but most of the time they get wrapped by so many surrounding things that they realise they don't know how to use them. Like in this age, they are surrounded by lots of electronic devices like computers, notebooks, PDA, cell phones and portable printers. All of these devices want to communicate to each other, share data, share internet connection and synchronise together. But how? As a solution came PAN. PAN is a personal area network which connects devices surrounding one person within a radius of about 10 metres. PAN sets rules on how they can communicate together and share information. The communication can be wired, for example by USB, Firewire or wireless such as IRDA or Bluetooth. Now, let's have a look at how communication functions within PAN. As an example, we can use the most common PAN technology, Bluetooth. Bluetooth Personal Area Network consists of one master device, which is in this case our laptop, and other slave devices which connect to this master device. On the master devices, we have to set up rules on how that communication will function, what data will be shared, what services can the other devices use, and what security measures will be used. Also, who can connect to the device and so on. Now let's have a talk about how these devices will connect to the internet. We can connect devices from PAN network, for example by enabling share internet connection with other devices in our cell phone. After that, we can connect to the internet by using the cell phone's 3G connection. Now, if we are talking about internet, let me mention a very useful service which makes our work on the internet much easier. We know that computers prefer communication in numbers. For communication on the internet, electronic devices use IP addresses. But who can possibly remember all these numbers? To make our life easier, DNS was developed. DNS is a domain name system which translates easily memorable names into IP addresses. For better understanding, we can use an example from our mobile phone. If we want to call our mum, we just press mum on a display, and what our phone does is translate this name to a related number saved on its memory, and then uses this number to make a phone call to mum. This was just a very simple explanation of how DNS works. But if we have to translate millions and millions of names into numbers, we will need a more complex solution, which is called DNS hierarchy. DNS hierarchy consists of the hierarchical tree, where on the top of the tree is the root domain, which represents an unnamed level and point on the exact location in the tree hierarchy of the DNS. Root domain is stated with dot. Under root domain is top level domain, which is used to indicate a region or type of organisation using a name. For example, com is commercial organisations, edu are educational organisations, org, non-profit organisations, or you can have geographical positions. Then we have second level domain, which are random names registered to an individual or organisation from the domain name provider, for example YouTube or Google. After this, we have subdomain, which are additional names added to grow the DNS tree of names in an organisation and divide them into departments. For example, maps.google or translate.google. At the end of the DNS hierarchy tree is a host or resource name which identifies a specific computer on the network. For example, Michelle's PC or work notebook. In this video, I have shown you the interconnection between the devices belonging to us, which makes personal area network. Also, you have been shown a simple example of the basic operations of DNS and how this system works. Although we can sometimes be overwhelmed by all of our devices, these systems were developed to bridge the gap between the technology and the people using them, making a very positive impact on our daily lives. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much.